What is up, my guys? We are back. This is the Juice Box with episode 165. We're still grinding. We're out here. Big Czar, what's up? What's up, man?
I thought you. That's great. So great. If you would have just went into some conversation, well, last night.
I thought about it, but I tried to stay true to the intro, how I usually am.
But we should talk about your last night, though, because I bet it was a very, very awesome experience that not a lot of people in general have ever been able to go to something like that.
Where I went last night? Yeah. So I went to see Adam Sandler last night.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was fucking incredible. It was truly one of the best things I've ever been to. One of the best things I ever bought a ticket for. So, like...
I mean,
come on.
Did you buy that online?
Yeah, I bought it from Mac Discounts. I'm trying to drink a gallon of water a day, dude. What?
There you go. That's a gallon.
Yeah.
128 ounces, by the way.
I mean, that is like a bomb.
Sith was like, "Do you want a jug?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he sent me the link. I was like, "This is a fucking massive jug."
Yeah,
Here we are. But yeah, sorry, continue.
Yeah, so my wife bought me 2 tickets as an early birthday gift, and her and I ended up going up last night, and we had seats in like the 200 levels, right? Like all the way up at the top at PPG Paints. And the first guy came on, and apparently he's been in a couple Adam Sandler movies, or he was in one Adam Sandler movie, very small role. I didn't recognize him.
Do you remember his name? Or no?
I don't. But anyways, the sound was a little bit quiet at that time. My whole fucking section I was in started chanting, "Fix the sound, fix the sound." Started chanting it.
That's lit.
Until he stopped his fucking performance and was like, "What the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck is going on up there?" People just started yelling. I was like, I don't want to be a part of this.
Yeah.
So I literally, while we're sitting in the seats, I got on Ticketmaster to see if anyone like listed anything last minute. Somebody listed 2 like front row section, couple back, 2 tickets for like cheap, like $70 each. I was like, boom, bought them right there. We got up from our section. I was like, excuse me. Got in the elevator down to the ground level, walked, where the ice would be, walked out, got to our seats. It was insane.
Okay.
Rob Schneider comes on, and then Adam came on, and it was just like most incredible experience.
This is hysterical to me because never would I ever think to look and see if there's other tickets elsewhere, but what a move to pull.
That is the biggest power move I've ever heard. I would have got up and gone to the bathroom because I've been too embarrassed. Yeah, and then I would have came back and sat in my original seat.
Yeah, so basically I paid for a seat upgrade.
Yeah.
But I don't really know what possessed us to look either, because I've never tried that.
Ever.
Any time, because you know how Ticketmaster is nowadays.
Yeah.
Prices for tickets, like off the rip, are so expensive.
All my homies hate Ticketmaster.
So, like, what happens is, like, these people thought they were going to sell their tickets for extremely expensive. Well, now the show started. Let me put them at a low ball number just to get rid of them. Boom, I bought them up.
Hear me out, though. What if you had just, like, looked up to see the opening for where the seat's at and just, like, walked down there?
Well, we could have done that until somebody else snagged them, maybe, and
could have been you.
Dude, he was trying to do it the right way.
Yeah,
unethical life pro tip. Maybe in the future, I might try it.
Okay,
you could
maybe my friend will try it.
You could give it a shot. I mean, it was funny. Technically, I was like, so I just bought these tickets. I was like, but I didn't scan them in.
Oh, see now.
You know what I mean? Because I was already in the arena, so I was like,
huh.
But it still worked. I just went down the section, showed them my digital ticket, and they took me to my seats.
Oh,
dang.
Yeah, they probably let you. There's probably some sort of security down that close.
Those sections, each one had its own usher, and they were like pretty strict about like any person they saw pull up their phone to try to record something, they'd come and be like, you gotta put that down.
So what was the structure of this event like? Like, was it 2 comedy acts, then was it like a comedy show?
It was a comedy. It was two stand-up acts. First guy, then Rob Schneider did his stand-up act.
I didn't know he even was...
His act was pretty fucking funny.
Really?
And, and then Adam came on, and his was a mixture. He did stand-up bits into, like, song parodies. Like, it was just fucking amazing. He just killed it.
Imagine how
Absolutely
pissed,
killed it.
Imagine how pissed that first guy was. He probably went in the backstage like Rob and Adam was like, this crowd fucking stinks.
Yeah.
They're chanting up there. I don't know what's going on.
Dude, and like Adam was real interactive with the crowd too. Like he had a couple bits that got the crowd involved. And it truly was just amazing. And it's funny because that's only the second comedy show I've ever been to. The first one I've been to was Steve-O. No comparison at all. Like, Steve-O's not even in any kind of league close to those guys.
Can we finally admit that he sucked?
He did suck.
Okay.
I agree.
I can't imagine like seeing him do like a stand up and being funny.
It wasn't even really stand up.
Yeah.
It was just like
storytelling.
it was storytelling into his bits, and then he'd play the video bits just like Jackass, except all the stunts and bits were ones that were like you probably couldn't show on Jackass.
Fuck, I'm about to be such a hater here. His whole act sucked.
It's a couple of the videos were funny.
The videos were great.
But his whole in-person self was just like off-putting.
And then I always wonder, we'll never know this unless we go see him again, which I probably won't ever do. I always wonder if he was thrown off from that initial start of the whole.
Well, that's the other thing about it. It's like it didn't go too well crowd-wise because people weren't following his rules.
God,
so,
I
like,
was getting so embarrassed.
It was embarrassing. I like secondhand embarrassment. It just like made the whole vibe like awkward.
What happened exactly? I wasn't there, obviously.
Well,
I mean, it started off the rip.
Yeah, so I'm trying to remember the order of events. So the couple that I was sitting next to, literally the whole time Steve-O's starting his act, he's just talking out loud like Steve-O's talking to him. Then a couple walks down the aisle, and this dude, in a loud voice, starts having a full-on conversation. He's like, "Hey, yo, Pete, haven't seen you in a while.
Like, what's up, man?
What's
I've seen you
up, man?
forever, dude."
And then that happened, and we're just sitting there like, "Oh my god!"
And
And
Steve
every
is
time
aware of it.
he stops. He's like, guys, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, like Steve-O is actually like, and then, but that wasn't the worst part. The worst part was the seat debacle.
The seat debacle was
Seat gate.
the Capitol oversold a seat, or they double sold a seat.
Double sold a seat.
So like Steve-O is probably in the first 5 minutes of his act, and these people, first off, the ushers coming down with these people, and they're front 3 rows, literally like they're the 3rd row back. So like Steve-O is right there. It's distracting. The usher is just so confused because there's only one empty seat. There's 2 people or whatever, and eventually the one guy sat down in the seat and the girl just sat on his lap. And Steve-O just stops. He's just like, okay. He's like, this isn't gonna work. Like, what's going on here? So to preface that, Steve-O had 2 rules of the show. He said, if you yell out, you will be thrown out. And if you're caught on your phone, you'll be thrown out. So then everyone starts yelling out, "There's an open seat over here, Steve-O!
Hey, Steve-O!
Steve-O, there's an
Steve-O,
open seat over here!"
seats!"
He was just getting pissed. And then, like, so finally that gets resolved. He gets back into his act for a couple minutes. And some girl out of nowhere just yells, "I want to see your dick, Steve-O!"
Yeah.
He fucking flew off the handle.
And then, dude, the original guy, it comes full circle. The original guy walking down the aisle that was chummy with my dude
Oh, yeah.
had his phone out.
Yes.
And Steve-O
Oh, yeah.
flipped out on the seat.
Flipped
He's like,
him.
"You would know the rules if you were fucking here on time,"
Yeah.
while he's doing his performance.
Dude, like, it was just wild. It was the most rockiest start. We were all nervous that he was going to leave.
I
like,
was.
not-
'Cause I think he threatened he was going to, right?
I'd
Like,
leave.
I mean, like, he truly, we thought, we paid this money to see this guy. He's so pissed off right now. He's about to walk off.
I really thought he was going
Where
to.
is this show at?
Capitol.
Capitol, downtown
Capitol.
Wheeling.
Downtown Wheeling? Explains a lot.
Whoa, dude.
Oh,
Whoa.
Me
It's a
being a
sick
native
venue, though.
Wheelander.
Wheelingite.
I wonder,
Wheelingite.
it makes me wonder how the guy from Impractical Jokers show went there.
I didn't hear anybody or see any pics. I heard nobody talk about it.
Yeah.
It
And-
must be like you signed an NDA to see it or something.
Well, it makes me wonder, like, Did it even actually happen?
Well, I know it happened because he was at Center Market.
Okay.
So he like came to Center Market earlier that day and was like taking pictures with people. And Brooke was like, "Oh, he's here," and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." So I know he was in town.
Okay. Yeah. Well, dude, I mean, Jens is doing comedy shows now.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
And John said it was pretty lit. Like he said they set it up like a comedy club and had tables, and they're trying to do one a month, I think. And of course the one that's coming was the Charlotte weekend, but seeing comedy's just fun.
It is fun. It's just a good dude. Like
It's a good time.
I was just having a great time last night. I was just vibing, so I was just getting beers,
Yeah.
hitting my pen, just
Giggling.
like I just was laughing the whole time.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
the
couldn't stop.
best.
And it's maybe his comedy style isn't for everybody. Like if you're not into the whole song thing, but like I have genuinely loved Adam Sandler since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
A lot of his stuff had some throwbacks to some of his older movies. Like it was just the most perfect show I could ever went to.
Well-
I mean, from start to finish, it was just amazing.
And also it's an experience. Like you may never get to do that again. with
Probably
him.
not. That's what I mean. I don't think he tours very often.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's filming a special because there was disclaimers before the show that said like you may, like you may end up in a recording. So
Dang.
I think he's filming all this for a special.
Dude, I hope he uses one scene where they pan to your section and like everyone's chanting.
And
You
you-
Brooke
you-
are like sitting there.
Yeah,
like,
no, you two are getting up to go to your new seats.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah,
oh,
well,
yeah, it must have
no.
sucked. This guy's leaving already.
They just zoom in on you buying new tickets.
Dude, like it was. I don't know what came over me to do that, but I'm so glad I did it. 'cause
Yeah,
it
no,
was just
that-
awesome.
That's a
It
good
was
tip.
so awesome.
It's something I never.
Yeah.
Because imagine just pulling it up and like you said, it started already, and you found dope seats for like, let's just throw out a number like $20.
Yeah, right,
You're
right,
like,
right.
What the?
Well,
$20?
dude, it makes me think like back in the summer when Rage Against the Machine came, it was so hard to get Rage tickets, especially like down in the pit, and that's where I really wanted to be. So we had to settle for like seats off to the side. It's a possibility that like right before they came on, a couple pit tickets maybe got listed for super cheap because they never sold, and I could have snagged one up right there, walked down into the pit.
That's one scenario. It makes me a little jealous. I don't like live in a bigger city
Right.
and do shit like that all the
I
time.
know.
You don't,
Can't
don't have
complain.
to plan it.
Sucks, dude. And almost like every fucking show I go see in Pittsburgh, for whatever reason, is always on a Wednesday night.
Yeah,
It's like,
trash.
dude, why is there never weekend shows?
yeah. I mean,
Blink's coming. When Blink comes, I bought 3 VIP tickets to see Blink in May, and
Is
that's
that-
a
is that a
fucking Wednesday night.
Wednesday
Too.
night.
Damn.
Damn, dude.
But I don't even care, dude. I always said,
Yeah.
I said it for years. It's like if Tom DeLonge ever rejoins the band, like I'm buying VIP.
I mean,
tickets,
I'm probably
and
most.
I'll be there.
I'm probably most likely gonna go. It'll be like a last minute buy because Blink 182.
It's gonna
is
be
Blink
lit, dude.
182.
And that's another thing, like you were just saying about Sandler. Like, we truly might not get to see them perform as with Tom DeLonge ever.
When is
again.
it? Do you know?
May 17th, 18th, whatever that Wednesday is.
Bubba's checking his schedule to make sure it's clear.
I'm gonna put it in there.
Yeah.
I'm a huge iPhone calendar guy.
I feel
Oh
it,
yeah,
man.
for sure.
But yeah, it's weird to think I've only seen Blink 182 with Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
I know, dude. And what a weird show that
It's so
was.
weird thinking back. I mean, I was having a great time.
I
with
was,
that was-
wasted.
I was.
Dude, by the time Lil Wayne came on, like I was like falling over drunk. I was
Yeah.
that
Dude,
drunk.
but you know what's crazy about that is like the next like place they went to, Wheezy's like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, he
anymore."
quit the
He
tour.
quit
That's
the tour
right.
after
yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, remember he showed up late. And
Well,
Blink had to go on
'cause,
first.
Yeah, Lil Wayne was supposed to open up that night, and Blink had to open up because he just was nowhere to be found.
I mean, you gotta assume like
I was lit.
he kind of knew what he was getting into, though,
Yeah,
right? He had to
dude.
figure it was just going to be all these like punk.
He should have, right?
Yeah, you would think.
I kind of think he truly thought like his audience was going to overshadow the Blink audience, and like
Do you think ego got in the way?
a little bit. I just think like he didn't expect to be outnumbered like
Yeah.
audience wise.
Yeah.
And obviously there's a ton of crossover fans too, but like I think he's underestimating like no, I don't want to offend Lil Wayne, if he's listening.
He's listening.
He's one of the best rappers ever and like huge
Don't
name.
get a defamatory
A
case,
huge
man.
name, but like I kind of think Blink probably globally was a lot bigger.
I would agree. I mean, just I don't know, man. I mean, I would probably the reason I would agree is because like Blink did it that old school organic TV way. Like when I think of big actors, I think of the Leonardo DiCaprios, the Brad Pitts, the ones that organically came up just from being on TV.
Yeah.
I think Blink had that effect to where like they were known by more people solely because it was quote unquote, I don't want to say limited, but the options were different. And I'm not knocking Blink. It's just like when I think of higher up people, I always think of the pre-internet days. I think that means more to me.
No, I agree, but it's actually crazy. Like Lil Wayne and Blink kind of almost started like the same time.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you're not wrong.
Right?
You're not wrong.
When did Carter 1 come out? Like,
dude, remember his first album was Birdman.
That's what I mean. The Block is hot.
He's been rapping since he was 12.
Yeah, so it's I don't know. But like, we'd have to look up some actual statistics to know who was globally bigger.
Fuck the numbers.
But who cares?
Fuck the numbers.
How would you? Well, I mean, how would you? Is that like album sales or streams? Or what do you?
I don't even know how you.
Big size.
Penis. What about you guys agree with what Drake said in terms of he thinks that when rappers hit a certain number of streams, they should get bonuses like sports players do?
It's not a bad idea, I guess.
I thought about this and I like the idea. The problem would be is like you would have to have one centralizing body that's like you can't be like, hey, I just hit 1 billion streams on Spotify, give me money.
Yeah, well, good luck pitching that to Spotify.
Yeah.
No, well, it wouldn't be like. I think they would have to. Actually, no, they probably would have to pitch it to Spotify. But like they've already like I know like those Korean pop bands, K-pop bands, they have like bot listeners because like their fans want their like band to be the best. So like you can get fake views.
Wow,
that's true.
Millions and billions of fake like streams.
I actually didn't think about that for 1 second. Actually, so yeah,
I didn't think that was a thing. That's crazy.
Yeah, man, they're crazy.
What is Spotify pays you something out now, don't they?
I think they get like 50 cents per. No,
it's way less.
I think it's like a penny a stream,
it's
isn't it?
Of a penny.
Yeah, it's something. It's something.
After 1 million streams or something like that.
Yeah, it's something wild.
I feel like out of all the industries, the singers, rappers are the ones that get fucked the most.
Well, now they said like before
nowadays,
yeah,
dude. Like it's not with the whole Spotify generation. You don't make money off of album sales. Like back in the day, artists would like you drop an album, and like, they calculate everything by streams now.
Yeah,
like number of streams, and yes, you can still buy physical album sales, but like that was at one point the only way to get the album to buy it physically. And like you make a lot of money from that back to the band, and it goes to the record label. So like nowadays, artists like really, really depend on their tours,
and they don't even make that much off tours anymore because it costs a shit ton to tour.
Yeah.
I mean, like Mac Miller when he was like in the Good AM era, by the time he hit that era, I'm pretty sure he was getting $150K a show.
That's crazy.
And that's good fucking money if you're booking a full country tour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, people forget he did it without a Drake feature.
He did.
He did do that.
So like imagine what like a Justin Bieber or a Taylor Swift imagine what they get from one show. Probably fucking stupid.
Well, to do stadium
probably
shows,
$500,000.
No, probably more than that.
Probably more.
You think per show?
Dude, I this Taylor Swift tour, those ticket prices and stuff, like she's doing stadiums, like
also
I don't know, dude.
Like
I think we'd be shocked to see the number.
Like the stadium probably pays her to perform there.
Yeah, yeah. Is Taylor Swift like our generational artist?
She's definitely a generational artist. I would agree with that statement. I don't know if she is ours.
What? So who? Because I was having this talk with my dad. Because you hear of like Madonna and like there's certain names and I would say for us, and I could be so off on this, the two names that come to mind for me is Taylor Swift and Drake.
Yeah, and it makes me angry almost.
Yeah?
The answer is 3 to 4 million per show for Taylor Swift.
Wow.
What? I would have never
And-
guessed
and
that.
dude,
Per
and
the Google
And
machine.
go look at how many stops she has on this tour
She
coming
has
up.
some double stops.
And
too.
then she started adding double stops 2 nights in a row.
And that's why you can't get a good weekend show because she's taking all the weekends up.
She's just grinding, dude.
Leave Abel
She don't
out of
even need
this.
the money.
No.
Leave Abel out of this, bro.
I would say, but like I think our generation's a little bit different than like the Madonna generation because she truly was just like the one.
The it.
Yeah.
But I
You
feel
got
like
Elvis.
I feel like there's multiple
Michael
you could
Jackson.
say that depending on the person you asked would say is like on Taylor Swift's level or higher. Like you got Beyonce, Lady Gaga.
Dua Lipa.
Oh my god!
If you
She-
don't want to see
So you know,
me-
like depending on the person you ask, like there's gonna be a lot of people that say like, no, Beyonce is.
who would you say?
I don't. I guess
say
Taylor
Kanye.
Swift because I like Taylor Swift. I don't listen to like Beyonce's music or
Who would you
Lady
say?
Gaga.
Honestly, you have a good point, Taylor Swift. She's not my favorite, but probably the biggest female. I don't really like Beyonce either. I think she's the most overrated female in the history of the world.
I agree.
Wow. In the history of the world?
Yeah, wait, is
Destiny's
she
Child.
Bigger
was
than
sick.
Cleopatra is Beyonce.
Destiny's Child was sick,
Yeah.
but
I don't want no scrub.
Who would you say?
that's
Dude, it's-
TLC.
Oh, well, stupid.
Close.
I need a. I don't remember their songs. Wait, no, I'm not gonna get there. Yeah, it probably is Taylor Swift. I'm sure there's somewhere like in my mind there's somebody else. I probably
Yeah.
can take me 20 minutes to think of, but I think Taylor Swift makes the most sense. Just
For our generation.
how successful she is. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I agree with all of you. So
And it's just like it's always like just such an event when she drops an album.
yeah,
It's like all the internet.
dude, in the way she dropped. Listen, dude, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I listened through all of Taylor's albums. I'm not that big of a Swiftie. I like certain songs, but the way she structured this new album dropping half of them at midnight on the East Coast and half of them on midnight on the West Coast is brilliant marketing.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
genius.
I agree. Dude, I like Taylor Swift, and in fact, Sith and I are going to see her.
we are
Let's
big
go,
fans.
dude.
When-
We're
in
big
Honestly,
Pittsburgh.
I'd probably I like Cardigan. I like that song. It's
So,
a song, right? It's a good song.
yeah.
fans, so, yeah.
But
Did something bad.
I will say,
Does it feel
I
so
think
bad?
the album she just put out, and then the two before that, the two COVID albums, I don't think they're as good as the one right before that. The Lover album, I think's just fire from front to back. It's just so good.
Is that her best album?
That's
I think it's probably got to be her best album.
Me and Sharpsky always said we were going to go in like 8th grade because like the women there, I'm sure. It's just,
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's crazy.
Yeah.
The
It's
funny
crazy.
thing is
That's
too,
what-
You
is,
could still
is
see 8th graders
Sith
there.
and I are Sith and I are in our like again tickets were so hard to get to that, so like the other two people we're going with aren't in our row with us. So Sith and I are gonna just be two dudes
yeah.
in a random row. Like
Hey.
who knows? I told him I was like we should wear like rainbow
Man.
shirts and stuff.
you,
I'm in.
you guys should own it. If you're gonna go full Swift, you
Oh,
go full
I'm
Swift.
for sure gonna own it.
Go
Fuck.
full Swift.
Fuck it. Like,
Paint your face.
I'll be
Well,
hammered
wait,
in
What
there.
am I supposed to paint my face?
I tell you what color not to paint.
I'm gonna be wasted in there in the 500 levels of Heinz Field,
Hell
just having
yeah.
a time.
Hell yeah, dude. That's fun. Now, okay, back to the streaming numbers. Again, we'll never know this data, but I would love to know like the Napster and Limewire, like the equivalents on.
Oh yeah. Like downloads
Yeah.
back from then. Oh,
yeah, that would be so interesting
like
to see.
Soldier Boy.
Yeah,
What
you-
number Soldier Boy pulled?
Yeah, so like just to compare, it would be an interesting thing to
Definitely would be interesting. I miss LimeWire.
But I feel like it was so much fucking harder back then. I think we talked about this before, but I didn't know how to fucking work it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it'd be tough.
see. I broke my
Now-
computer.
Now everyone has
Dude,
one.
I went through like 3 computers because of LimeWire.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty smart guy, so I was good.
Oh,
Okay.
You just had to pay attention to like what was listed in the file you're downloading, but like
Well, it's like
sometimes you just didn't give a fuck. I don't
it's
know.
like you had to look at the memory, like you know what the average.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Like
memory of a
the memory
song
was
is.
always the
Memory.
big giveaway.
Yeah,
That's like if you were like looking for a song and it only said it was like 32 KB. It was most likely going to be that Bill Clinton thing.
I did not have.
Speaking of KB, remember the story you used to tell that he got kicked off of Kent State's Wi-Fi because he illegally downloaded moves like Jagger from the internet?
That I didn't tell that story.
No, Kyle Bauer.
Oh
That's-
yeah.
That's a funny story.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
hilarious.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Speaking of that age, I mean, I can't imagine illegally downloading music like that.
You mean
Yeah.
you mean back when he was a staple on Twitter?
Yeah, when
Yeah.
he was a Twitter staple.
Dude, KB's a missed Twitter guy in my opinion. His tweets were great.
Well, that was the era for it. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah.
there's much of an era nowadays for just being like funny on Twitter.
I know, dude. I've officially hit the point now to where like it's just like there's so much shit to consume now that it actually overwhelms me to where I just sit and stare at a TV because I don't know what to put on.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm not even funny on Twitter anymore. I used to love Twitter.
You used to be a fucking good Twitter guy too.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
suck.
I don't even
Yeah,
tweet
I used
anymore.
to be just saying off the wall shit on Twitter, mostly subtweeting people and being in my feels. That's what I was good for. I tweeted a lot of like song lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, me too. And
Or
dude,
or my favorite was I'd go out to Fat Daddy's and get fucking wasted and then start tweeting like "fuck you," like this just random shit directed towards people.
oh, dude.
Just subtweeting.
Shout out Fat Daddies.
And honestly, like I remember that app. It probably still exists.
Yeah.
Time Hop, was it Time Hop?
Time
Yeah.
Hop.
Time
Time
Hop.
Hop.
That like you connected to all your social media and it'd show you what you did on that day every year.
I was good on that.
Time Hop single-handedly made me delete like all
Exactly.
my Facebook posts 'cause I was
Exactly.
like, fuck
That's
that
what- that's
guy.
exactly what I was gonna
6
say.
years ago.
I was like, wow, I just was in a bad place. Time Hop, like I deleted my original Twitter just fully. I just eradicated
Yeah.
the whole Twitter
Dude,
because
I-
of Time Hop.
Now that we're in the age and era where we are now, the best thing I could have ever done was delete my Twitter in 2015.
Mhm.
Like
That's what did.
I would love to see what I put, but like I don't. I'd be like, who
Nah,
is
that's
this
what I'm saying,
weirdo?
dude. Like, I think it was a smart decision to hit a point just to completely eradicate it, start over.
Yeah.
Because you're right.
Dude, some people think about that about the Earth. I'm just saying.
yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, we were getting some dangerous grounds there.
I didn't say it.
Honestly, well, dude, I know you wanted to talk, but I would love to hear your take on the bubble, even though it's gone.
Yeah, was it
Yeah,
fraudulent?
I don't know. We have an international audience, so I gotta kind of be careful.
Well, yeah, shout out the international audience,
Yeah.
dude.
Fuck China though. Like,
Wait, is that where they do sumo wrestling?
yeah, fuck them. Fuck their sumo wrestling. I just don't understand. Like, they did that whole thing to like for us to shoot it down.
For sure.
Yeah, I fuck them for saying what was it? It goes against international norms. What does that mean? That means nothing. That statement was fucking stupid. They went against international norms by saying some stupid. But we should send the biggest. Like, that's how America does it, right? We should just make it 3 times as big, and blaring this like Toby Keith is what we should do.
Toby Keith, made in America.
Yeah, that's what we should do.
Yeah, no, I know you were hot about this.
But I was
one.
chanting USA when we shot that bitch down. I've never been so patriotic in my life because it was like a Twitter meme. Plus, it was like the U.S. fucking China in the air. It was great.
Yeah,
That was the first aerial combat action those jets got. Did
Yeah.
you see that?
Really?
Those F-20. I think they're F-22 Raptors. They're like the newest jet in the Air Force fleet or whatever. The
Yeah.
Navy's. And that was the first combat action they got, just shooting down a balloon.
that's
Wait, you
sick.
can't call it combat action though, because that just like that's international grounds to start a war.
Well,
Sith
it
was
is-
right.
It is
though.
what it is.
What if
We
there was
fired
like
missiles
a
at
bunch
it.
of shit in it?
Yeah, what if it was like
Yeah.
a mini nuke?
Bunch of fortune cookies or something.
Dude, what if
Better luck next time.
what if it was just a new strain of COVID, and it just
Oh God!
it just
Oh.
spread everywhere?
Dude,
That actually would be grounds for war. That's like chemical warfare.
that's
Yeah.
against the Geneva.
Yeah, that's
Convention.
exactly. That's against the fucking Geneva thing.
There's a Geneva thing.
Yeah.
Who's Geneva? She sounds hot.
Conference.
That's against the Geneva Convention.
I honestly did not know that was a thing.
Is that
Yeah.
World War II? I think maybe
Yeah.
World War
It
One.
basically was
Biochemical
started
warfare.
to any kind of chemical,
Like the mustard
biochemical
gas stuff,
warfare is
dude.
off limits.
DMT.
Dude, is that the first time too that we've had since we've been alive that we know of that they shot an international thing down over American grounds?
I'm sure, right? Probably. Actually, probably not.
They
That
shot-
we know of, I think probably
that
though.
we know
Yeah.
of?
Probably since
Okay, like,
probably Pearl
Pearl
Harbor.
Harbor, right?
Yeah.
well, yeah, probably. But like, dude, I don't understand how you have something the size of 3 school buses just like floating
That is crazy.
into our like airspace, and like nobody's like, what the fuck is that? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And it got to Wisconsin.
Sure, I mean they should
Like,
they should have
got
been
the
able to.
Montana.
They should have been able
Montana,
to.
so-
Well, it came through Canada, so Canada did detect it.
Canada's
either.
like, oh, my, and
In,
they're like,
in
hello.
great Canadian fashion,
Yeah.
they just
So, like,
waited
that's
for
the
stood
direction it
America.
came from.
Would
But,
you like some maple syrup? Eh?
I don't know. That whole thing's just kind of weird to me.
Why do you need a
Uh,
weather balloon that big?
Well, the best part of the whole story, we just said this, is it was shot down over Myrtle Beach. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it is hilarious.
That
Of all
is
places,
hilarious.
It was
Of
shot
all
down
places.
literally like right where I vacation.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, Myrtle Beach is a West Virginian landmark.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's a national landmark.
There's a good WView bar I go to down there.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah. There's apartments down there for rent too. I was looking at.
Oh, really?
I'm looking at apartments everywhere.
How much they asking for down there?
Not as bad as I figured.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
probably
mean,
less than here.
Where are we going to avoid fraud, Harry?
yeah,
You should look at apartments in Merle's Inlet.
Frauds
That'd be
everywhere.
sick.
dude, I was looking. Yeah, I've been addicted to Zillow again. I go in spurts where like some people play on game apps, some people play on this app. I am addicted to Zillow. I look at houses for sale. I look at houses for rent.
Mhm.
I walk through them all. It's fun.
I look at land on there constantly,
Yeah,
like
there's
every day.
So much land, just none around here.
There's so much land right across the river in Ohio. If you want to live in Shady Side,
That's where every apartment is in like Ferry or fucking Weirton.
Mm.
Fuck that shit.
Dude, Wheeling. There's nothing. There's no land
There
in
is
Wheeling.
no land.
Is there any laws that like would not let us just claim someone else's land?
I think
Yeah.
that's called eminent domain, but I'm not really sure how that works.
Can I just like, hey, I own this house now?
Well, that's what I remember when I talked about the
Squatters' rights.
the mansion YouTube guy.
Yeah.
Like, what if he
Oh,
just
yeah.
went and chilled in one of those mansions for like 7 years, and he's like, "Yeah, this is mine." I don't know how
I
that
don't- I
works,
don't either.
man. I don't get it. Truthfully,
I don't think it actually works.
who developed squatters?
I don't know.
rights?
Yeah, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Dumbest thing I ever fucking heard.
it is fucking stupid. Who's back? Not back?
So back this week is hashtag pretty much dry January. I have one more weekend yet. Everyone said I couldn't do it. Fuck you all. I have not had a drop of alcohol in like 3.5 weeks.
Really?
3.5
Oh, yeah.
weeks.
3.5 weeks.
Well,
That doesn't take you back to the beginning of January.
like 3 weeks.
So you didn't
something like
start it on
I'm
the first.
impressed.
No. I started like halfway through January. I'm going halfway
I'm
through.
impressed.
Yeah,
I appreciate
I
that.
didn't think you'd be able to
Why are
do
you
it.
shaking right now?
Me?
We
Yeah, I'm fiending.
I made it all the way to like the 28th or something.
Same.
All right. So if I drink this weekend, I'm not going to tell anybody, but I've done it. I count it as a win. I've won already.
Good
Well,
for you.
congrats, dude.
Good
That's
for
Yeah, I
you.
fire.
appreciate it.
That's fire. What about not back?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Not back. Oh, is of course the Chinese spy balloon.
Shit's whack.
So did I go into love and hate?
Dude, you can go wherever you want to
You don't
go.
have to ask permission on this show.
I wasn't here last week, so I hate a lot of stuff.
Oh, man.
First off, what I love this week is there's one hold music. I just love it. It's the most lit hold song. I can't. I'll find it later. But I call people all fucking day when I'm on the wires, fraud wires. So particular hold music is better than other ones. So I love that.
No doubt.
For hate, Punxsutawney Phil. That fuck. People at the gym who film themselves and then act like you're a creep if you're like looking at them. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Did that happen to you?
Yeah, this sounds a little personal.
That
No,
sounds
it
personal.
didn't. But I see it all over the internet. I go the Y. No one films themselves at the Y. A lot of flexing in the mirror, but
Yeah.
in wife beaters. The name Punxsutawney that we have to like. Why is that the name of that town? That stinks. The NFL script jokes. I'm very over those too.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
It was funny for like 2 tweets.
It was funny just because it was Arian Foster.
Right.
And then, like, there's the people that are like, we knew it. It's like, dude, it's a joke, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at the podcast it was on. It was like macro dose.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
macro dosing.
Dude, that's
Like, what? Yeah, no, yeah. And then everyone's like, did you guys see the score of the Super Bowl? It's going to be 37-34 Eagles, dude.
dude. It is.
It's like, and what if it is, though? Then you're
Yeah,
like,
I'm.
shit.
That'd be
Put
hilarious.
some bets in. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, dude. But,
Go
but
Birds.
I got a fucking back for this week. The Mounties.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Mounties are back, dude. They've won 5 out of their last 7. They're sticking together. They're playing together. All they have to do is get to March. I don't care how they get there. Get in March. And I think a team like we have where so many scores can go off on any given night will give teams fits. So, Mounties, welcome back. Sorry, Larry Harrison, but ever since you got fired, we're better.
Wait,
So,
when was he fired again?
I'm pretty sure
When I came to Wheeling?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Did you fire him, bro?
No. Am I a direct correlation with the Mounties being back?
I
Is
don't
it because
know.
I'm back?
It depends. Are you back?
I feel back.
Yeah,
I feel back.
dude. Well, shit. What was I? Just forgot what I was gonna say. What's up?
You know what else? You know what else irritates me? I love Dunkin' Donuts. They might be my favorite out of the coffee/food sphere. But do we need 3 of those places in one fucking quarter of a mile?
Where's it? Oh, the same type of place.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
confirmed.
Yeah, they're coming, and then I believe Starbucks is coming in Super Buffet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then
know.
we have Sheets, and then
Timmy Hose.
Timmy Hose is right there too.
Yeah. It's
That's too many.
at
That
least
is-
Starbucks doesn't sell donuts.
Yeah.
It's cake pops.
Do they sell cake puffs?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
dude.
fuck.
Cake pops, dude. Wait, yeah, I forget. Yeah, it's gonna be a Starbucks and I think a retail front on the other side.
I don't know. I'll never I am subjected to Tim Hortons donuts like once a week. My boss will bring in Tim Hortons donuts. I just recently found out they don't make a maple donut at Tim Hortons. I'm like, you guys
Really?
are you're
Are you
you're,
fucking
you're a
kidding me?
Canadian company.
I definitely have had one there years ago.
Maybe I looked it up. I looked up their donut menu on their website, and there's not a maple one.
Maybe it's seasonal.
Maybe.
Maple donuts got to be the best, right?
It's the best.
Agreed. Disagree?
I'm not a connoisseur.
I
of donuts.
100% agree with that. They're my favorite.
I don't know
Are
if
they?
I've had a
I
maple
love
donut.
people that.
But I
agree with
also
that.
like the white and pink icing ones as
like
well.
those.
Yeah.
Like the.
I like obviously I like anything chocolate too.
Yeah. What
like-
did you say yours?
I said I've never had a maple donut.
What?
You're missing out.
Yeah.
You need to try.
I don't
them.
eat a lot of donuts, man.
Oh, I mean,
I don't either, but
I mean,
I have a favorite.
Fucking live a little, dude. Live a little, dude.
yeah, like have a fucking donut.
Eat a fucking donut once or twice, you know.
Why, man?
Fuck.
All right, I'll have one. I'll have one this weekend.
And then what you need to do? You need to have a maple donut, and then you need to have a maple donut with bacon on top. Is that, my friend?
That's
Where did I get that?
I
from?
haven't tried that.
Where the fuck
That-
do I get that from?
Czar. That is.
yeah, where do you get one of those?
The donut place in St. C's gone.
Nice.
Locally, I don't know where you can get them, but I know like Duck Donuts has them. Like those donut places
yeah,
where
yeah.
you can go and order.
Dude,
I'll
dude,
call Tim.
they're-
Maple, and I'm not kidding.
I'm
It is
sure it's fire.
unreal.
that bakery down at Center Market. Forget the name of the bakery, but it's over there next to like Later Gator.
Yep.
In that little spot. She makes donuts, and they sell out like that. Like if you want to get there and get her donuts, you got to get there like early in the fucking morning.
Yeah.
Because
Dude-
her style is she gets her herself super early, the lady, and she bakes up all this shit, and then like she doesn't make anything else the rest of the day. And once
Yeah.
that all sells out, she closes shop for the day. Like,
Dude,
that's her model.
Center Market legit is top tier.
It is. It's
And
sick.
and I sometimes get upset with myself because it's kind of like the Ogilvy effect for me.
Mhm.
Like I know it's there,
right?
but like I don't utilize it. Like when other people come here, they're like, "This place is tight." But dude, I just think like the vibes of Center Market and that whole area is probably the coolest.
It's legit, dude.
place
You
in
go
New
to
York.
Center Market like on a Saturday morning, it's lit
Yeah.
for real. And there's cool shops there. Obviously, good food.
What's going to be the first Friday? I wonder. I forget. Is that summertime?
Yeah,
July 4th?
it'll start. I think it starts in June this year.
Yeah, dude. We need to start doing that. Well, yeah, since I'm home now, we can record some other day so we can go do those because
Yeah.
that's fun, dude.
First Fridays are fun. Hell yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
There's a
Do you-
new vintage video game store just opened up down there too.
Really?
Really?
I walked into it the other day. They had a bunch of old school like cartridge games and stuff.
It seems like they are doing a lot of nice things downtown in general and like the waterfront.
They're trying.
Stuff's-
You know what
Well,
I mean?
that's why you got all these old people. They're like, why are you building all these apartments? Who's going to live in all these apartments? It's like, don't you realize they're building them so people can literally live here if they choose to stay? Like you said, it's so hard to find an apartment that's not somewhere else. Like you
You-
need that stuff here.
You know what's great is like that intersection, the Suspension Bridge intersection that we've talked about on here before, and how nice that intersection could be.
Yeah.
It's finally coming to fruition. It's happening.
Yeah, they're
You
putting a
saw
visitor center
You
there,
saw
right?
they're going to tear down that old
Yeah.
Wheeling Inn.
Good.
Oh, dude,
Piece of
they
shit.
needed it torn down like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to stay there.
So
all the
like,
time.
dude, the aesthetics of Wheeling are
Are
going
you
to
being
get
serious?
nicer and nicer.
Oh, okay.
It's going to take some time here. Like the streetscape project just started. That's like a 2-year deal, and there's work happening right now on the Suspension Bridge, and then they'll start that, like tearing that down. And I mean, like it's going to take 3-4 years maybe to see the vision come true. But like downtown Wheeling here in the near future is going to look a lot nicer.
Back?
Wheeling back.
I think it's too early to say.
Yeah, I think it's in the process.
But also, do you see that bar that's going to be opening up on the right there by West Banco? It's
Yep.
on the waterfront road.
Dude, that
I-
whole oh sorry, go ahead.
No, I heard rumors that there's like an actual bar and then like a mocktail bar. Is that true? Is it
A
just
what?
mocktail, like non-alcoholic bar,
Oh.
sort of?
No, it's the old Berry Supply building. Like it's gonna be a bar. It's a
there's-
big building though. They're putting like apartments on
Yeah,
top.
a wedding venue.
Yeah, and then the bottom
A
floor.
coffee shop. Yeah, see, I'll be honest. I was kind of I'm confused like him
I didn't hear about the mock.
because in the
thing.
video, there's like a video that they dropped of them walking through in designs. He made it seem like it was going to be like a mocktail type.
But then I
place.
heard that there was like an additional like bar.
Oh, there could be
The
though.
bar is on the left side, like where the
okay.
garage door is, because I think their plan is like that's gonna be a stage for live music.
Okay, so then he was talking about the right side, so maybe they
Yeah,
will
so
have
I
both.
think that there's enough room in there for multiple tenants. They said that they were looking for a few to take some of the spots or something when they first announced all that.
I'm pumped, dude.
I'm allowed to say this because I'm sober right now. I think a mocktail bar is a dumb idea.
I would have to agree.
I went to the hole the other night last weekend and didn't drink. It was a miserable experience.
Somebody,
I'm sorry. It was a
I
miserable
can't
experience.
believe you went
That's crazy.
staying sober.
Went to the nail game, then the hole. Yeah,
Fuck that.
yeah.
Did you eat at least?
I did eat. Got
That's
some
good.
chicken tendies.
That's
No,
good.
somebody's opened a bar, like a non-alcoholic bar before in Columbus, and they just closed it down. It was like open
That's
for
what I
like a
mean.
year. I get the concept, like for like literally like sober people that like you
But-
can't
but
have
I-
that atmosphere.
I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah,
it's
I-
more for like a healthy individual though. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it's for like recovering alcoholics. I shouldn't say it because I'm not a recovering
I
alcoholic.
gotta be honest.
I can't speak for him, but I don't feel like I would want to be in a bar atmosphere.
Yes, that's what
drinking
that's what I'm saying.
fake
That's what,
alcoholic beverages if I couldn't drink alcoholic beverages.
yes.
I gotta be honest here. I didn't even know that this was a thing. at
Yeah,
all.
it's a new
mocktail.
fad.
It's a new trend.
Yeah.
I
Lord.
get it though. Like I get the reason why you want to try to do it. Kudos to that.
but,
But, like I don't think
we're
it
finding
works in-
something cool to not.
What do they
drink at.
serve? Like pop?
Just like yeah, I don't
I-
know.
no, I
Cool
think it's
coffee,
like-
coffee
it's-
drinks, like shit like that.
Right.
I
Oh,
think.
Well, they
I
make
think it's like
fake-
cocktails.
Yeah, like
they
fake
make
drinks.
non-alcoholic liquor. If you didn't
Yeah,
believe that.
O'Doul's.
That's the
baby.
dumbest thing I've ever heard. Those places already exist. You know what they're called? Restaurants.
Yeah. Thank you. I was trying to sit here and think. I'm like, what's the point of this? Yeah, the restaurants. That's a
I
literal
mean, like,
restaurant.
That's stupid. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, shit's whack.
That is so not back.
Put it
I
on
had
the
that.
list.
Had that.
But,
That's so
but
not back.
the building itself will be sick. I agree though. Like Wheeling is coming. It will take 3 to 4 years, but at one point it is going to be sick.
It's really downtown. Really is gonna look a lot cooler.
Thanks to
But that's like
grants.
like we
Give me
you
the
go to a
softball.
Nailers game, and then like the movie normally is like, well, everyone will stop by River City, see what's going on, maybe migrate to the hole from there. But like now, that bar right there adds another spot that you
get
could just
options.
walk right out of the arena and just walk right over there and see what's going on.
Would that cause beef though? And like River City's like, well, we're losing a bunch of money now.
Well,
'cause
that's
people are
River City's
elsewhere."
problem because
Saying.
in my opinion about River City is they have the nicest spot in the city.
1,000%. It's the coolest looking place, but honestly, they probably just make their money from renting out the place upstairs.
They probably do because like the bar scene there is not. I mean, it has its nights, but it's not like lit.
I
all the
see.
time.
That's the thing. Like I
and it's got
agree.
the space for
It could be, yeah.
It could be.
Like the layout itself.
Like you said, the building is so sick.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what it is that's holding it back. I really don't.
I think it's because there's not a lot of people that live downtown that
Yeah.
just migrate there close. And when people up here that live in our area are thinking of food, they're thinking of either all these places here or the Highlands. So hopefully the effect of these apartments is it creates a demand for more places.
Exactly. Like it should. You know, the other thing that's pretty crazy is that the old Wheeling Pit steel building
Yeah.
is getting turned into apartments. But
Not
not
the
only
big red one.
no, it's a gray building.
Grayish, yeah.
It's on that's Market that goes up that way.
I'll show you a red road.
It's like right where the old like Chris Miller furniture and
Gotcha.
like what was it, Quiznos right on that little strip
Oh,
there for a time.
Yeah, what are they doing?
Panda was there, I think.
What are they doing there right now?
They tore half of that side down to build the parking garage, didn't they?
Oh, is
Or,
that,
or did
I
they
don't know.
just tear the one down on the end? I don't remember.
But is
I
that
think
what's
that's
going there?
some
Is
of
a
that stuff
parking
is
garage?
up
Okay.
on the corner where it was a bank, right? They
It-
tore that
yeah.
corner of that strip of buildings out, and it's a giant parking garage being built.
Interesting.
So that strip is going to be nice too, because not only for the Wheeling Pit building are they doing apartments all the way up, the bottom floor has like 4 or 5 tenant spaces. So
Oh,
they think they
cool.
want to put retail stuff in there or like food.
Guarantee there's a tobacco and vape there. Guarantee. Guarantee.
I wouldn't doubt
Put
that
my
for
money
a
on
second.
it. Tobacco and vape.
So yeah, everything in Wheeling is there's cool plans in place. So we'll see how it ends up.
cool.
I'm
That's
excited
sick.
for it.
Yeah, me and Sith had an excursion to Cleveland last week. That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
It was just cool to like walk to work every day and like walk to get lunch and went to the top 10 greatest grocery store that Cleveland has to
Yes,
offer. Me.
sir.
It has a top 10 sign in front of it.
It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
Did it live up to the
It
ranking?
honestly did. It like you walk in, you look up, it's like murals painted like you're in a fucking church, and then there's like a cool like deli thing and pre-made stuff. It was sick. Went to the Cavs game. That was fun. Never been to an NBA
That's cool.
game.
Fuck yeah.
Learned a fun fact. They play music the entire game.
See, yeah, I heard you talking
Wait,
about
what?
that last week. I honestly don't like that.
The
Yeah, I
entire
don't like that at
game.
all.
I think that's like the hockey
The whole-
background.
all
I
of it-
don't like
All of
Yeah.
NBA does that?
I'm sure, yeah. I mean, literally, they're bumping. I mean, the dogs are hooping down there, but they're just bumping while they're playing.
How come we don't hear it during the broadcast?
I don't know.
That's so weird.
It's cool.
I think well, it's because I think they play it most like during the commercial.
What do you mean?
So
I feel like I don't. I mean, there is music all the time, but I don't think like it's like literally like 24/7 music.
like
Really?
during play is what I'm asking. Like, are they playing music the whole time like that they're
They
playing?
Definitely is music on.
They
while they're
have
playing.
like sound effects and stuff on, but it's not music the entire time. I think you're lit.
Where were you?
I was next to you.
Here we go. There's
I like
controversy.
this.
I was sober.
I was not.
Team sober.
Hand up. I was. Dude, I got really drunk that night.
You were
Hell
feeling
yeah.
yourself.
I can't wait to get drunk.
I
again.
drank like 6 or 7 Nooners and 2 double whiskey and Jacks in like 4 hours.
There you
Dude,
go.
yeah, we like right after work, we went down to this like bar called Whistle and Keg, and he got like 4 Nooners and drank it in like 10 minutes. I was just like, have fun, man.
Well, dude, it's like it's weird. We work with kids our age that are like younger than us.
It's crazy you say kids our age
Yeah.
are like 30.
Yeah, men our age and women. All right, it's just weird. I'm not used to that. I'm used to working with dinosaurs,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
I know exactly what you mean.
like literal dinosaurs. So now, everyone's like, "You want to go get a drink after work?" And I'm like, "We're like, sure." And it's fun. Like
I've never experienced that, like the happy hour Fridays and shit. Like I would love to do that with younger people.
That's why literally when we were getting ready to leave, I told Sith, I was like, "Sith, Cleveland's pretty cool, dude. Like it'd be a cool place to live."
Yeah. I've never worked with young people.
It's the energy is unmatched
Mhm.
because everybody's just like, let's grind. Like they're not old. Oh, I gotta finish this. Gotta go home, cut the grass. Like
Yeah.
they don't. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah. I feel that.
Nobody gives a fuck, Tammy, about your water bottle that you gotta go fix when you get home. I don't care. Your sink's leaking. Fix it. I mean, it doesn't matter. Let's talk about
What
cool
if she
stuff.
was figuratively talking about her sink leaking and she was just looking for some help, Jake?
I've seen that video.
Shit.
Not falling for that one again.
Stepson, I'm stuck.
Stuck in the
I'm
sink.
stuck in the
Stuck in
sink.
the sink.
Get me out. Oh, dude, did you see the TikTok video of the guy making a steak in the dishwasher?
Yeah, apparently that's a thing.
I'm so upset with this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Apparently, yeah. Zarda's has social media.
They
I don't
literally
know.
put a steak,
Again, I'm out of loop on everything.
they season it, they air dry the bag, so it's just, nothing can get in.
they like vacuum.
Like a
Vacuum
seal.
seal. They throw it in the dishwasher, run an entire cycle, get the steak out, sear it on each side, and it's like the most perfect marble medium rare you'll ever see.
They
in your
might have
life.
been lying, but people in my group text said they have done that before, and it's like very good.
We should
Yeah,
do
it makes sense. I
Yeah.
mean, you need the vacuum sealer, which costs like $200-300.
Not on Mac discounts. I bet.
Yay! That's right.
Hey man, no free ads.
Dude, imagine just being like, imagine hitting up the boys, right? And you're like, hey, boys, we're having steak night tonight.
Yeah,
You
it's
just
like
get there and fucking, they're just making steaks in the dishwasher.
Yeah, I hate it. I honestly hate the idea, but I would
Yeah,
try.
I don't
get
like
it.
the idea, but I guess I'd give
It's
it a
like
shot.
it's like a reverse sear.
I get the science behind why it would work.
For sure.
No doubt about
It's
it.
just a thought.
Yeah, exactly. Because essentially the dishwasher, it's gonna reach a certain temp in there. It's like an oven
For sure.
with just moisture.
Yeah.
So if the steak is sitting in the oven at a certain temperature for a certain amount of time, yes, it's gonna start to cook.
But just the idea of knowing that like my gross spoon was in there. at
I
one
know.
point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, not after it gets that hot.
Because, dude, some dishwashers like over time, like
You're
if
hot.
you've got an old
Hey.
dishwasher, it's kind of gross.
Yeah.
That's why I put it in the dryer.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you cook a steak? Can you vacuum seal a steak and throw it in the fucking dryer? I guarantee you could.
I'm
think
sure
you
you
could.
could.
They're
Why
like,
not?
What setting do you put it on? Delicate?
Dan,
Yeah, I
dude,
don't know.
we should cut this. We could go viral.
we
for that.
we could make a video like top 15 ways to cook a steak,
Yeah, the
and they all
appliances.
just be ridiculous.
And what if they're all just good?
It's possible.
Yeah.
Can you cook a steak by leaving it in your car on a hot summer's day for X amount of hours?
Wow. I bet it smacks. I bet it smacks.
Talk about slow cooking it.
Yeah.
I'm not using my car for that.
Yeah. Yeah. That would
Like
stink.
leave it up on the
But would it-
dashboard.
Would it though? If it's vacuum sealed, you wouldn't be able to smell it, would you?
No.
Yeah. You're good.
Yeah. If
Fucking
we're doing
team
this
player.
vacuum sealing method, then you should be able to fucking put it anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Put it in like a sauna.
Ooh, steam room sauna.
Yeah. Steam room sauna steak.
It's called a schwitz.
You want to
Yeah.
know what though?
I've done the Schwitz for the first time a couple weeks ago. It's
Oh,
nice.
yeah?
There's some sick bastard out there about to open some high-end steak
Dude.
restaurant just by cooking steaks
And you go-
different.
Yeah, and you go in the kitchen and just a bunch of dishwashers.
Yeah, just a bunch of dishwashers. and
Imagine.
it charges like
Would-
$70 a
would
steak.
the dishwasher cook it, or would the cook it?
Whoa.
Yeah. That's a good point.
That's a good point. How many can you cook in there at once?
Probably many.
You guys want to know a foolproof steak recipe?
I do.
It's foolproof.
I do too.
You take your steak, preferably I like to get cuts of filet mignon or the other one that's really close to that. I forget what
Filet mignon.
prime. whatever. Anyways, turn a pan on high heat. You should do this outside if you have a grill, or if you actually have a good vent that vents your cooking stuff outside.
Yeah.
Then you're good to do it inside. Put a pan on high. Put some butter in there. Sear the steak 2 minutes each side, and then pop it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 7 minutes.
You could do the
That
opposite
it?
way
Is that the
too.
secret?
You can do the
Or you could
opposite
do it
way.
the opposite way. You could sear it at the end. But yeah.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, see, I'll hand up. I'm not gonna act. I'm not gonna pretend to be somebody I'm not. I'm not up to my grill skills as I wish I could be, and I'm a man enough to admit that.
I agree. I got to improve. Are you a traditionalist with steak and just do salt and pepper seasoning, or do you kind of?
Traditionalist.
When I season the steak, or like
When you
or
season
what
it,
about after? Like steak
when you
sauce and
season
stuff
it,
too.
do you put a bunch of shit on there?
My steak seasoning
Write this
is
down.
yeah. You want to write it down? I've made some before, like a good mixture. It's usually got like salt, pepper, garlic powder, a small amount of brown sugar. Maybe it's either cayenne or paprika, a little bit of it. And I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing? I don't know. Something like that. But a lot of the times, like if I'm in a hurry, because like I would make that seasoning mix myself and keep it stored. But I've been out of it for a while.
Yeah.
Anytime now, you can't
That's
go
real
wrong
man
with just
shit.
salt, pepper, garlic powder. Boom.
Yeah.
I will say.
And you can buy that pre-mixed
Combo.
Yeah, you could buy that.
I'll say it depends on the cut of meat, because like
Okay.
some meat's like really high quality, and you gotta let it speak for itself. So salt and pepper is
Yeah.
all you need. But if it's like a little lower, like it doesn't hurt to do a little seasoning on it.
All right, dude, we get it. You get the high end steaks, bro.
Bro, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah,
That
dude,
Wagyu?
like if you buy like the Montreal steak seasoning or these places that like sell a steak seasoning, it's a bunch of different shit all thrown
Yeah.
in
They're all
there.
kind of the same things. Though.
But they're
what-
they're
what-
very similar.
What was that brand that the guy was like, if you start using this, you'll lose X amount of pounds because of all the shit that's in it?
Cocaine.
No, it was it was like this. I honestly wish I could remember the name. He had so many different ones because I almost bought them. Like he had seasonings for everything and like would compare the ingredients with them. And yeah, he's like, you don't even realize you're getting fat from all the seasonings and stuff you're putting on your food, and like just made a whole new thing.
We actually watch for that. Like any kind of like combo seasoning type thing, like you got where it actually has like multiple ingredients. You do have to watch. Some seasoning companies throw a bunch of shit in their mix.
Dude, what ingredients should we be looking for?
Sulfuric acid.
What's the
Gluten.
Sodium.
That's
like
gluten.
maltodextrin
Burger.
and
Gluten.
what's the one
I'm
people
just
always
shocked you
talk
could name
about?
one. I don't know. any
Yellow
of them.
#3.
Yeah, no, some but I don't think those. I don't know if those are.
Moxitatas.
What's the fucking the one?
Tatas.
Tatas.
Oh, we're
Oh, this is
talking.
bugging me now.
It's Tata Thursdays.
I don't know. I'll have to Google.
I was planning on sitting here in silence until you figured it out.
I will Google it right now. Actually, 'cause
Google
it's
those things.
Fucking.
Google
What is
it.
it? It's like PTG or PHTG or PSG or PST
MD,
PS5.
PS
BD,
PTSD.
PTSD.
I have
PTSD.
that.
Yeah, PTSD. Did you while you're looking that up, did either of you watch You People yet?
Yeah, I did.
I have not. No.
I did.
Did you like it?
I did, but it's not. It wasn't like the comedy I was expecting.
Yeah.
It's
Feel
not. It doesn't. To me, it does. It's a rom com.
Yeah,
and it's good, and it's got its funny moments. It doesn't. It doesn't have much replayability for me, just because there, like in my life, there's just a few rom coms where I'm like that.
break up.
Like
Yeah,
every Adam
50
Sandler
First
movie.
50 First Dates or like
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah, but like forgetting Sarah Marshall really toes that line. Like it's got the crude, great
Yeah.
humor in it. Like I don't know. It's a good movie though.
Yeah,
It was good.
I enjoyed it because I thought they did a very good job at making it seem as real as it can get in those uncomfortable kind of situations. I thought they did a great
They did.
job.
They
and
did.
It made me laugh so hard because it's like the disconnect between our generation and the older generation and how they were able to show that in a respectable way for me took the fucking cake, dude. Like literally when Jonah Hill's mom, they're all just sitting down and they're all sitting there for dinner and she was like, well, my people were slaves first.
Yeah.
like stuff like
that scene was
It's
pretty
like, what
fucking
the
funny,
fuck?
dude. The argument over like the Holocaust and then the slavery.
Yeah, she's like, I'm with you. I can't stand police or whatever. And Jonah Hill
Oh,
jumps up. He's
yeah.
like, whoa! He's like, what are we talking about? It was great. I loved it. Did you find the?
I have malodextrin came up. I already said that one,
Yeah.
but there's one I'm really
It's the biggest.
I can't find it. So
And I keep looking for the Penguins to. Are they making trades today? They're not because they never are. They stink.
yeah, I
And
don't
their
know.
Did they give
GM
up? Did they
stinks.
give up finally? They're just like, hey, we're done.
It seems like it.
They won their last game. They're still in a playoff spot, but like the team
Do we
needs
play for playoff spots?
something to get. Well, in my eyes, the goal is to make the playoffs. You make
Mhm.
the playoffs, any kind of run can happen.
I
You
go
just
for the rings, baby.
you never know. Well, that's the fucking goal, making the playoffs.
Yeah, that's why you play.
That is
Not
why.
to just make it to the playoffs.
That's why you play the game.
You play to win the game.
I don't know. I can't find it. I'll have to ask my wife.
All right.
She's an expert.
My wife.
Anybody want to give? Because I really don't care that much. Anybody want to give any Super Bowl predictions? Anything on that since that's this weekend?
Like a score prediction.
Yeah,
Or
it's,
just-
it's
yeah.
gonna end in a
Who
tie.
Who you think's gonna win? Any take on it?
I kind of think Philly's gonna win. Unfortunately,
I mean, for me, I actually don't care who wins because I hate the Chiefs.
I really
and
don't care at all.
I'll tell
Bang
ya-
bang, bird gang. I don't care.
It's like I don't really like either team.
Yep.
Yeah, but
I will probably be rooting for Philly. One, because I don't know. We've seen Mahomes win it already.
Yeah.
Two, my wife has money on it.
Okay.
We put money on Philly like over a month ago, like
Oh, yeah.
before playoffs even started. So
yeah, gambling wise. So there's gambling mine and what I want to happen. Gambling wise, I'm betting on the Chiefs because I will not be the guy to bet Patrick Mahomes in a Super Bowl at plus money.
yeah.
I can't pass that up. And honestly, I can admit if it was the other way around, I'd probably be betting on Jalen Hurts.
Same.
I can't fucking stand Travis Kelce.
Yeah,
I
I don't
don't
like
ca-
him either, dude.
People can say what they want about Mahomes, whatever. You got to respect his game. I respect Kelsey's game. I can't stand him. I think he's so fucking annoying. Therefore, I cannot physically, actively, out loud root for him in a way. I'm rooting for the halftime performance to rock. It's going to be Rihanna, B.O.B., Kesha, and I'm forgetting who the fourth is. And they're singing 2010 songs.
It's
Jams.
a 2010.
That's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
So I'm pumped about that.
yeah,
Is anyone doing anything fun?
I don't have plans.
Yeah, what do you think?
I really don't either. I don't know.
I'll be coming home from Huntington that day earlier in
Ooh,
the day.
Huntington,
Yeah. You have to
Yeah.
go all weekend?
the big city.
Yeah,
Are you both going or just you?
we're both going.
Nice. That'll be fun.
Imagine Czar go to Huntington.
I
by
guess
himself.
I'm gonna be in a I'm gonna be in like a conference all Saturday morning till like the afternoon, but it's whatever.
Yeah, fuck it. Trying to think anything. I don't know.
Is it like a Geneva conference?
I feel like going to
Geneva Convention, yeah,
going to a house is better than a bar on Super Bowl
Easily.
Sunday.
yeah,
Easily.
absolutely.
So hopefully someone gets some wings. Can't drink beer, but I'll eat some wings and stuff.
Yeah.
Can you eat it?
Yeah, I always love a little good Super Bowl get together.
Yeah.
I agree, way better than going to the bar for a Super Bowl.
Someone bought a good house Super Bowl party.
Yeah. Bradley and Chance, when they lived over there, always had good Super Bowl parties. I feel like the last couple I've just watched here, but I agree. I enjoy going and watch the game with a lot of
Mhm.
people.
1 year, I was in Vegas for the Super Bowl. The one time I ever went to Vegas,
That's
we
sick.
watched the Super Bowl like underneath a casino in a sports book.
That's
It
tight.
was pretty cool because like you could, yes, you can live bet on your phone, but like we were physically live betting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like at any time during the game, I could just walk up and place a. Yeah,
that's
it's pretty
sick,
cool.
dude. Fuck. Yeah.
So.
Shout out gambling.
Shout
Yeah, yeah.
out.
Shout
I
out.
hope everyone
gambling.
makes a lot of money this weekend. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Juice Fisherman. And make sure to subscribe to the Juicebox YouTube. Thank you.
Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, SithXPanda, or my personal at Cicere. Figure out how to spell that yourself. Thank you.
I can't wait to bet on the coin toss. That's all I care about. Most electric part of the whole game. I figured out recently that Instagram took away the underscore. So I've been saying the incorrect handle forever. So all the European listeners, my handle is at the Harry Slider on Instagram, at Bubba Slider on Twitter. Thanks.
Wow, they did away with the underscore.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Wow. Me either. I try to remember what JT says. Follow us on Facebook. We are not the Diabetes Juice Box Podcast. Follow our YouTube page. Follow me at John Theodore Nixon on Instagram. And yeah. And Czar doesn't have any social media. But my name is spelled Z-A-R. That's Z as in zebra, A as in apple, R as in Reebok. R as in Reebok. Don't get it twisted.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.